The Muslim youth, however brilliant he is in any chosen profession, requires fundamentally the knowledge of the deen to guide his correct practice of that profession. Please hear me well. Most parents are concerned about a school having an academic standard when choosing schools for their wards. And this is why some parents wouldn't even mind if it's a Christian school their wards attend. And they will say, we'll employ an alpha to teach him the Quran. But what your child imbibes from non-Muslims goes beyond what just asking a Muslim to teach him to memorize the Quran can correct. So for Allah's sake, never, on account of seeking educational standard, commit your child to the care of unbelievers. This is because even if he turns out as an excellent professional, that doctor, accountant or engineer that you've always dreamt your children should be, what is there to guide his practice of that profession not to make it a cause of incurring Allah's wrath if he does not have sound knowledge of the deen? If a Muslim doctor doesn't know what the Sharia says about what is permissible or not of abortion, abortion is one of the ways doctors make the easiest money. If a Muslim accountant cares less what is riba or not riba, how would your word not end up earning Allah's wrath with all the money you spent on him to acquire this education you think would make you a proud father or mother in the society? So to practice any profession correctly, and when I say correctly, I don't mean according to the norms of those who practice those professions. To those who practice banking and finance, usually is normal. It is the Muslim who learns banking and finance who will be careful not to get himself employed where he'll be dealing with usury transactions. So any medical doctor, any practice that is commonly acceptable in medical circles is okay. But to the Muslim, before we even consider whether the medical profession accepts a practice or not, we first look into what Islam says about it. Let's give an example. Using IVF to assist couples who are unable to have children. Most people today think it's as easy as anything once you can afford it. Have you read what the scholars say about it? Firstly, we have some of them who say not having a child is not a curse. As Sayyida Aisha had no child until she died. And the Messenger of Allah still said he loved her best of all his wives. So it's not a curse that a woman has no children. Some of the scholars say, why would a woman, on account of wanting a child, permit herself to open her legs to a complete stranger when she is not sick? It is not sickness. And you know, they say, seeing your aura is only excusable when you are ill. So if a doctor has to attend to you because he's the only one who can do it, it's understandable. They say you are not ill, you only say you are looking for a child. So why would you open your legs to a complete stranger just because you want a child? It's a different thing if the person is in labor. They say this one is quite different. As a matter of fact, there have been cases of women who have tried IVF once, twice, on a third occasion, it was still unsuccessful. So some of the scholars, I know that some say it is permissible. Tiredness is getting the better part of the sister so much are even much more gullible than the illiterates of our father's days. See how many Yahoo boys go out looking for women on the weirs to make money. You all remember the Bado phenomenon that spread in Ikorodu a few years back. Go and see the people who are the main victims. And by victims, I don't mean those whose lives were ruined. I mean those who were lured into that practice on the promise that it would bring them wealth. You will find that a lot of them have this thing we call secular education. Anyone who does not have good understanding of the deen, wallahi, no matter how highly educated he is a fool. Nothing proves it better than the just concluded election we had in Nigeria. Hear me very well. My time is up. I'm going to drop the mic. Did it ever occur to you that virtually every church leader in Nigeria told his congregation that he had seen a vision, or some other pastor had seen a vision, that God assured them the presidency of Nigeria was theirs? Elections proved the contrary, and we kept on wondering, perhaps there would be a military coup before the president would be sworn in. Again, swearing in came and it passed. First week, second week, third week, till today. I begin to wonder, all those pastors who said God has spoken to them, their congregation include elites, doctorate degree holders, vice chancellors of universities. You would expect that, having witnessed this, churches would be empty. They are as full as they've always been. What does it prove to you? This thing we call celebration does not liberate brain. If you want your child's brain to be liberated from even al-fas, satanic al-fas, let him learn the deen correctly in accordance with the sunnah of the Messenger of Allah.
The Guidance Facebook page. Follow, like, and share.